Well, welcome back to the channel on this hastily put together Halloween video. It is of course the 31st of October 2025 and I used to always do a Halloween type video, and we've come to a bit of an atmospheric patch of woodland and a nice walk, lovely autumnal colours, very barren, and I will tell you the tale of the Mere ghost lights. It's a bit of a scary one, so may not be suitable for the younger children, but I'll talk you through it on this walk. The wind's picking up, the trees are swaying, and you never know what might happen on this one. So many hundreds of years ago, when the Vikings had come across and invaded and taken over certain areas, there was a settlement on this area on the West Lancashire plain, a settlement of Viking huts and homes, and that was the case for quite a long time, until of course battle struck again for the natives to reclaim their land, and many lives were lost and slain in this patch of land. And they say at certain times of year, especially when it's dark, you see lights, and whether that's attributable to the gas in the ground, sort of will-o'-the-wisp type phenomenon, or I like to believe the more interesting story that the lights represent the slain warriors in this battle who were trying to reclaim the land. And they say when the ghost lights of the Mere turn up, you know the spirits are walking round. So it's an interesting little patch of history. I had to dig back in the archives to find this out. You can imagine this many years ago. The old settlement and the battle to reclaim the land. So we won't be here when it's dark. We've got things to do, but we're going to soak up the atmosphere, see what we get, fire up the stove in a nice patch of woodland, and just take it all in on this atmospheric Halloween day. Now another little spooky tale about this patch of woodland. I like to come here, but this too is said to be haunted. A hideous spectre. Again, October nights, almost looks like a nun, a large black cape, and unsuspecting walkers have reported some terrifying experiences in this local woodland. Said to have a horrible white grey wizened face with sunken eyes, and they say its appearance is often accompanied by this wailing sort of grief noise in this woods. Now when you're in here of a night on your own, you can often hear the boughs of the trees just creaking against each other, and it's very atmospheric. Even in the daytime, sometimes when you're on your own, it's quite a scary place to be in. We will often come and sit and have a hot drink, something to eat, midway point around the walk, and look at that, a deceased magpie. Looks pretty fresh, to be fair.
It doesn't even look like it's been like murdered.
Murdered.
Oh, it's got flies on
There you go. That's pretty fresh. But on the subject of scary happenings in this woodland, you never know. Halloween. I thought it'd be fitting to bring the trangia just to make a nice warming coffee, get warmed up after the horrors that we've witnessed so far on this walk. 2 dead things. An ominous sign. And when you're in this bit of, there's a couple of pine trees here, you can just hear that wind in the pines, that distinctive sound, really relaxing. There's some rain forecast, so I've got the tarp, but yeah, I'm going to fire the stove up, have a little bit of something to eat, and then we'll carry on and see what else happens. This is a great little stove, the Bushcraft Essentials ultralight stove. So it works obviously with a standard Trangia burner, and it's probably similar to the Trangia Triangle, but I think a little bit superior in the way it supports your cooking vessel. It's a little bit more versatile, I think. Probably just opened a can of worms there. But yeah, nice and easy to make up. This pressed titanium, nice and solid. That's it. Just get your burner in, light it. Reasonably well protected from the wind. I've got this little wax canvas pouch for this Trangia burner. It's really nice. I got it online a few years ago. Can't remember the seller, but yeah, it just adds a little bit of a nicer vibe to using it, really. It's not had any fuel in for a while, so we'll get it topped up. Get some water in the kettle. I'm pleased because Tom here he has been successful in his bronze D&V, and we'll speak to him about that in a little bit. And he is going to embark on his silver soon. Not that he has a choice in the matter, but no, he's enjoyed it. It's been really good, so I'll ask him about that if he's not too embarrassed, in case his mates watch this and take the proverbial out of him. He's at that phase in his life now. Thinks he's cool, keeps flicking his hair, all this stuff. How to have hair again, as I'm constantly reminded. There we go. Pop-up tent.
Well, you put the poles in first, and then the tent would rise, and then you put the pegs in, and then you put in
Why don't you like ham sandwiches?
I know for death I don't like mayonnaise.
I love this little bag. I've owned this for many years. Despite its small size, it does pack a punch. It was a lot, however, it is heirloom quality. Really over-engineered, the stitching, absolutely everything about it. The Lapland Hike 15 by Fjallraven. It's got these lovely clips underneath, and I've got my poncho just there, so it's something really nice to bring with you on a bit of a day out. Looks like we have reached the boil there. Wasn't too long. There's never any rush when you're using a trangia. It's all about relaxing and taking it all in. There's no rush in the outdoors. So we'll get this coffee fired up now. Enjoy a bit of a biscuit, keeping it nice and simple. Doesn't need to be complex, and we'll continue on our way. The haunted trangia, that normally puts it out.
Spirits might be trying to contact us. It's like a trangia Ouija board.
Yeah. Do you want a sip of that? It's had a really weird noise of you. This wailing noise coming from all that. Quickly going to talk on this one about favourite horror movies. I love horror films, I always have. And as anyone that follows the Instagram page will often see little snippets from what we're watching. Favourite one of all time, the original John Carpenter's Halloween. Absolutely brilliant movie, bags of atmosphere, even though it wasn't actually filmed in October. So I think the crew were going around with big bags of leaves and fans to give that autumnal effect. But yeah, it's got a massive following, that one. Jamie Lee Curtis, and that's my favourite of all time. What's yours?
Probably the original Scream. I really like that one.
Hasn't that got exposed genitalia on? Has it?
I don't know. It might.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it this year actually.
I don't.
Or the It.
Yeah, we're going to watch it tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, the new.
We're going to watch the new Stephen King's It, The Fog. That's another good one. John Carpenter obviously did the soundtrack. Yeah. Wasn't the director. But yeah, that The Fog is a good one. And The Nun, that is horrible. The Nun and The Nun 2, particularly bad.
I need to
in terms of really scary. Look at these lovely colours. That is very atmospheric, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've just heard that noise again.
I need to read the It book.
What is that down there?
No, I actually didn't.
Go and have a look. Keep hearing this horrible noise. It could be the mere ghost lights. I think it's the ghost lights. There's a bit of rain heading in now. It's taking on a really scary feeling to it. But yeah, the original Exorcist, that's a good one. The uncut version with the spider walk and that horrible imagery of that demon. What's it called? Pazuzu, yeah.
It's quite. It's more disturbing than scary, that one.
Yeah, And when you look at The Exorcist now, you've got to imagine what it was like in the 70s when it came out. You know, people weren't used to that kind of stuff, so it was really impactful. I know my mum went to see it and she told me there were priests outside the cinemas. The Catholic Church were really against the film. So yeah. And Children of the Corn, that's another scary one. I don't know if that's Stephen King.
No, I don't think that is.
With his Warped.
Me and Nan saw the new Salem's Lot, and that was really
Oh
scary.
God, Salem's Lot.
I've
The original one I like, with Mr. Barlow.
Yeah, I've been like halfway through the original one and got bored.
Yeah.
The
Well,
pacing's not very good.
one of my scariest things was 1990, so I was 8, and it was called Ghost Watch, and they had it on the BBC with Michael Parkinson, Sarah Green and Craig Charles. Was it Craig Charles? It was, wasn't it?
I think so.
And it was one of these. It was pitched as though it was an actual live investigation into a haunted house down in London with these two little girls and the mum that lived in this semi.
That was good.
And there was a horrible ghost called Mr. Pipes. He used to bang on the pipes, hence its name. They had cats. Allegedly died and was eaten by his own cat, and that was disturbing, with cat noises and scratches on the girls' faces and cameras panning in the bedroom and seeing Mr. Pipes. But my parents, and if they're watching this, I'm sure they'll say they didn't, but they did. They told me it was real. So I was watching that. It was at a Halloween party at Matt's parents first, went back home and that came on, and I was allowed to stay up and watch it. And I remember the camera panning around in this bedroom, seeing this hideous Mr. Pipes in the curtains, and I screamed, threw myself in the air from a seated position on the sofa. I've just seen him, landed on the floor, curled into a ball, and I thought I'd really saw a ghost. I was taken in by it, at which point my mum said it was fake. And yeah, that was very, very scary indeed. So I've got that on DVD. It had a real impact on people. It was a little bit like War of the Worlds when that came out. And there was a lot of the population were duped into thinking there was an actual alien invasion taking place. So yeah, anyway.
That looked really real. I remember when you showed me that and we watched that, that did look proper, like it was happening live on telly.
Yeah. But Halloween is all about getting scared, making the most of it, and if you can weave the outdoors into that, for this, just lovely scenes everywhere, all the better for it. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a video, and I hope the story of the mere ghost lights and the hideous creature in the forest haven't been too impactful for you, and that you can have a good night's sleep tonight. So we'll see you on the next video. I don't know when that is going to be. Back out on a wild camp sometime. Life and work are very busy, but I'll say no more, because I've mentioned it many times before. Have a happy Halloween, drink lots of hobgoblin, and make the most of your night. Thank you for watching. We'll get back to every comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.